everyone and welcome back to SP Learning Labs. In the previous video, we learned recursion. You saw how a function can call itself. You also understood how breaking a problem into smaller parts makes it easier to solve. Now, in today's video, we are going to learn sorting algorithms. Sorting is one of the most important topics in DSA because many problems become simple once data is arranged in an order. Every time you open Spotify, songs are arranged instantly. Even though there are millions of songs, this is not simple. It needs very fast sorting. Sorting is not just one method. There are many algorithms. If you choose the wrong one, your program becomes small. So today you learn how sorting works. You learn different algorithms and you learn when to use which one. Why sorting is important? Sorting is used everywhere. When data is stored, searching becomes faster. Finding duplicates becomes easier. Understanding data becomes simple. For example, if numbers are sorted, finding the smallest or largest value becomes easy. That is why sorting is basic and important skill. Bubble sort. Bubble sort is the simplest sorting method. It compares two nearby elements. If they are in the wrong order, it swaps them. This keeps happening again and again. For example, let's take numbers 5, 3, 2 and 4. We compare 5 and 3. 5 swap. Then 5 and 2. Swap. Then 5 and 4. Swap. Now 5 moves to the end. Insertion sort. Insertion sort works like arranging cards. You pick one element, you place it in the correct position. For example, take 5, 3, 2. We take 3 and compare with 5. Shift 5. Then place 3 before 5. Now take 2. Shift 5 and 3. Place 2 at the start. Let's see the code part of insertion sort. I'm creating a function def insertion sort, assigning ARR. This creates a sorting function. I'm writing a loop for I in range of 1 to the length of array. This starts the second element. Key equals to array of I. This stores the current element. I am writing the condition j equals to I minus 1. This is for previous index. Writing another loop while j greater than or equals to 0 and array of j is greater than key. With this condition, we can find correct position. Array of j plus 1 equals to array of j. This shifts element to the right. J minus equals to 1. With this, we move leftward. Writing another condition, array of j plus 1 equals to key. This places the key correctly. Array equals to 5, 3, 2. This creates an input array. Let's run it. Insertion sort. of array. This starts sorting. Let's print the output, print array. Displays this sorted array. Let's save it and run it. Running it with the file name. And this is our output. Sorted output. 2, 3 and 5. Merge sort. Merge sort uses divide and conquer. It divides the array, sort parts, then manage them. For example, take 5, 3, 2 and 4. Divide 5, 3 and 2, 4. Sort 3, 5 and 2, 4. Merge 2, 3, 4, 5. You get your sorted array. Next, we move to merge sort. I am creating a function def merge left comma right. This creates a merge function. Taking result, this stores the merge values. Writing the condition I equals to j equals to 0. This starts indexes. Now in a loop, while I less than length of the left and j less than length of the right. This condition compares both the arrays. Writing a other condition if left of I less than or equals to right of j. With this condition, we will check that it has a smaller value or not. Result dot append to left of I. This adds the left value. I plus equals to 1. With this, it moves left index. Else condition, result dot append right of j. Otherwise, we will add right value. J plus equals to 1. So moving right index. Result dot extend left I. Here this adds remaining left. Result dot extend right of j. This adds remaining right. Return result. This returns merged array. Let's print the output, print merge of both the arrays 1, 3 and 5. Second array 2, 4 and 6. This prints merged output. Now let's save it and run it. Running it with the file name. We can see the final output, the merge sorted array. Here you can see the both arrays have been sorted and merged as a single array. Now quick sort. Quick sort uses a pivot. It divides the array into two parts. Smaller elements go left, larger elements go right. For example, take 5, 3, 2, 4. Pivot is 4. Left 3, 2 and right 5. Now let's move on to quick sort. Partition. I am creating a function def partition array low high. This creates partition function. Taking pivot equals to array of high. This chooses last pivot. Writing condition I equals to low minus 1. This starts smaller index. For j in range of low comma high. This checks every element. If array of j is less than pivot, this condition compares with pivot. I plus equals to 1 moves to smaller index. Assigning array of I comma array of j equals to array of j comma array of I. This means we are swapping the elements. Let's place the pivot correctly. For that, array of I plus 1 comma array of high equals to array of high comma array of I plus 1. Return I plus 1. This returns pivot position. Now let's take an array. Array equals to 10, 80, 30, 90, 40, 50, 70. This creates input array. Let's start partition. For that, pi equals to partition of array 0 and length of array minus 1. Now we'll print the output. Print pivot index pi. This prints pivot index. Now let's save it and run it with the file name. We can see our output. Pivot index is counting sort. Counting sort does not compare elements. It counts how many times each number appears. For example, take an input 1, 2, 2, 3. Count 1 one time, 2 2 times, 3 1 time. The output 1, 2, 2, 3. This works only when numbers are in small range. Stability and memory. Some sorting keeps orders same. This is called stable sorting. Some algorithms use extra memory and some do not. Merge sort uses extra space. Quick sort works in place. Best practices. Choose algorithm based on problem. Use insertion sort for small or nearly sorted data. Use merge sort for guaranteed performance. Use quick sort for fast and average case. Use counting sort for small range numbers. Common mistakes. Many students use bubble sort everywhere. This is slow for large data. Some use quick sort without thinking. It becomes slow in worst cases. Some ignore stability. This causes issues with objects. Some think O n log n is always best, but counting sort can be faster sometimes. Interview questions. What is table sorting? Why is merge sort useful? When should you use counting sort? How does quick sort work? Now it's your turn. Try writing bubble sort. Try insertion sort and quick sort. Run them with different inputs. Compare their speed. Post your results in the comment. I'll help you improve. Let's recap. Sorting arranges data in order. Different algorithms exist. Each algorithm behaves differently. Choosing the right one is important. In the next video, we'll learn arrays and advanced algorithms. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to SP Learning Labs. I'll see you in the next one.